Hello students, I have made this video to help you understand the basic format of an argumentative essay. Remember when we brainstormed and we did that in-class activity where we went over the different parts of the essay, where we talked about plastic cups and getting rid of plastic cups? Well, I took the information that you gave me and I put together an essay to kind of show you how the essay is set up. You did most of the work in brainstorming your ideas, and I've put the essay together for you. So let's take a look at the essay. The first thing I want you to understand is that all essays have a title. Have a title that represents the purpose of your essay. You should have a very specific title that represents your thesis statement. So for example here, my thesis statement is about getting rid of the plastic cups. So I say, one way is to stop making plastic cups available to the students. And then if you look at the title, it says, where are all the cups? So where are all the cups is kind of associated with the idea that we need to get rid of the plastic cups. So certainly there has to be a good title. There should be an introduction with background information and thesis statement. Here I've underlined a thesis statement. Let's take a look at the background information and let's see how it connects to the thesis statement. Okay? It says here, the environmental issues in today's world are growing more serious by the day. As a result, it is increasingly important for schools and colleges to teach good environmental habits. Have you ever seen a student or a teacher take a sip of water, then throw the plastic cup away? This is not a good habit. Here at Fujairah Women's College, I think we must start taking action to lessen our impacts on the environment. One way is to stop making plastic cups available to the students. So here, background, here, thesis statement. And here, remember what we talked about in class? Our thesis statement, we need to be asking someone to take an action. That's what an argumentative essay is. And here, the action is we want the college to stop making plastic cups available. So that's an action we want the college to take. Now, body paragraph 1, remember, topic sentence 1 is the first reason why this is true. Remember the idea of a because test? Well, I'm going to give a because test. Here's my thesis. One way is to stop making the plastic cups available to the students. In other words, one way to protect the environment is to stop making plastic cups. Because using plastic cups is bad for the environment, and because getting rid of plastic cups will be good for the college. So this is the first reason. This is the first reason why the thesis is true. This is the second reason why the thesis is true, and that is very, very important. Your topic sentences are the two reasons why the thesis is true. Okay, we're going to stop making plastic cups available because they're bad for the environment and because they are good for the college. They're good for the college, all right? So that's body paragraph number 1 is reason number 1. Body paragraph 2 is reason number 2. And then we go to the refutation. Remember, I said the refutation is a very different paragraph. It's not like paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. Paragraph 1 gives the first reason and explains it. Paragraph 2 gives the second reason and explains it. The refutation, which is body paragraph 3, goes against what other people say against you. For example, let's look at the topic sentence. Many may argue that it is unfair to get rid of the cups. After all, people need to drink water, right? Then I say something nice like, I understand this point of view, and then quickly I counter the argument by saying, however, or on the other hand, or using but, or some type of contrast word. Say, however, instead of using the cups, the students can bring their own water bottles, which costs very little. The inconvenience of the water bottles far outweighs the negative effects on the environment. So all this is designed to argue against the fact that many people think it is unfair. And I try to say, yes, I understand, but it's really not unfair because it's not very inconvenient to bring your own bottle. So here's a key word, however. Here's a key statement. I understand this point of view. And many may argue. Yes, they may argue. I understand. However, they're wrong. Okay? And if you see, here I started with another argument. Others may argue that getting rid of the cups might have a negative impact on the economy. So people say two things. They say it's unfair to get rid of the cups. I accepted that that was reasonable, and I said why they were wrong. Now I'm going to look at others may argue that getting rid of the cups may have a negative impact on the economy. This is a good argument, because if nobody's making the cups, then maybe somebody's out of a job. So it's my job as the writer to counter, to go against what other people say. So for example, others may argue that getting rid of the cups might have a negative impact on the economy. Again, I say something nice. I can see that this is a concern. For everybody needs a job, right? Of course everybody needs a job. We must, however, see, I'm starting a transition. I'm going to say why they're wrong. We must, however, as a country, look towards sustainable job creation. This means jobs that are actually good for the earth. This means that we need to always seek ways to create jobs that are eco-friendly. Eco-friendly means friendly to the earth, like making solar panels or the materials to use wind energy. In other words, yes, the job is not available for the plastic cups, but maybe the job will be available for someone doing something more eco-friendly, like making solar panels and using wind energy. Certainly, if we invest in earth-friendly jobs, we'll be better off in the future. So the whole point of this paragraph is to take the arguments that someone else might say. See, I said, we need to get rid of the plastic cups. So I have to think and say, how will people argue against me? So this is what I came up with. My first idea was that many will argue that it's unfair to get rid of the cups. Others will argue that getting rid of the cups will have a negative impact on the economy. So these are the ideas you came up with, and I'm trying to show you that, yes, some people may argue this, but here's why they're wrong. That's the purpose of the refutation paragraph. In the conclusion, it's very important that you restate your thesis, but in a different way. So I said here, finally, it is clear that cups must go at Fujairah Women's College. I made a mistake here. I think I meant to say, to use the cups is an old concept that may have been acceptable in the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, but not anymore. We must change our ways and start with the cups here at the college. And starting with the cups here at the college is certainly a reasonable start. So we've got introduction with background information, thesis statement. A thesis statement that requires an action. And we've got topic sentence number 1, which is the first reason why the thesis is true. Topic sentence number 2 is the second reason the thesis is true. And then the refutation. Many argue this, but they're wrong. Others argue this, and they're wrong. Restated thesis statement. Finally, it's clear the cups must go. We must get rid of them. So I'm restating my thesis, okay? All right, that's the basics of the format. Now I'm going to give you the basics of how to develop the body paragraph, okay? When we go to a body paragraph, clearly, we have the topic sentence. Then we support each topic sentence with 2 main ideas. In other words, 2 reasons why the topic sentence is true. So I said one main reason is that using plastic bags is bad for the environment. I'm sorry, using plastic cups is bad for the environment. The first reason is making cups creates dangerous greenhouse gases. And then I explain and I detail that information. I said it creates dangerous greenhouse gases. So here in this blue area, I have to explain that and make it important and significant for the reader. They have to understand that, I can't just say cups are dangerous. I need to explain that. And that's called development. What you're looking at here in the blue is development. It's details and information. Here I move on. Secondly, in other words, the second reason why cups are bad for the environment. Secondly, as we can see, the cups are often not placed in the bin and they end up blown into the ocean. This is a serious problem because as the plastics slowly break down into small particles, it makes its way into the fish. If the fish have too much plastic in them, they will surely die. So first reason, dangerous greenhouse gases. Second reason, the fish will die because the plastics are actually blown into the ocean. All these 2, 1, 2, they support the idea that using plastic cups is bad for the environment. Second body paragraph. It is also clear that getting rid of the plastic cups will be good for the college. Firstly, this is the first reason why it will be good for the college. The cups are not thrown in the bin, and this creates a negative impression or negative image for people who visit the college. And then I give examples. For example, if you look in the empty classrooms in the afternoon, the cups are scattered around the college, the floors, the desks, the hallways. This does not give the college a good image with the public, who often come to the college in the evening for classes. So all that I just read, this is all information. The first reason why this topic sentence is true. And then, of course, I go to a second reason. Secondly, not having cups available will save money for the college. Simply put, the college will not have to buy thousands of cups used each semester. This money can be used to buy books for the library or go on some field trips instead. So I'm giving the second reason. The second reason why it's good for the college. And then, of course, the refutation, as we talked. Many will argue, right? Many will argue, however, they're wrong. Others may argue, however, they're wrong. And I give reasons why they're wrong. And most of all, I address the specific argument. Okay? Here, if they say it's unfair, I have to say how it's fair. If they say others may argue that it's bad for the economy, then I must discuss why it's not bad for the economy. And then in the end, I restate the thesis. And when that happens, there's a good chance you're going to have a pretty good essay. I hope this helps. I'm going to supply you with a soft copy of this essay in Microsoft Word so you can read it and look at it. Between that and the video, you should have a pretty good understanding of how to do an argumentative essay. Okay, ladies, I really appreciate your time and efforts. Thank you.